In this video, I'll be talking about ternary operator. So to start with, I'll create my HTML structure, create my HTML. Then I will create two things as I normally do it. First of all, one will be for my display, and the other one, one will be for the results or the output. The other one will be the operator that I'm talking about, which is this ternary operator. So to do that, very quick, let's say header one, hash1, give it an ID, ID name. Let me say hash1, then give it a property. Let me give it a property of let me say attribute of style. Inside this style, I will now say color, the color of the text, color of the text. Let me give it aqua. Let me give it aqua. Let me give it aqua. Then the next thing I'll do now is to use font size, and then font size, and then set it to 4 em, so it will be very bold. Then the next thing I will now do is to put semicolon. Then the next thing I will now do is to center the text. Let me first of all give it a background. Background. Let me give it a background of let me say black. Say black, background of black. Then the next thing I will do is to use just put a semicolon here. Then now give it another property known as value known as text align. Inside this text align, I will now give it center. So what I will now do is I will now highlight this one. I'll highlight it to this place, then duplicate it just once. Okay, so having done this now, just change this ID now to what I'm just trying to do for just something, the kind of an a well-structured display that will be displaying what I'm doing in my inside my JavaScript index.js. So I'm done with my coding now, or with what I want to do. So the next thing I'll be doing, let me change this color now to yellow. I prefer using that yellow. Let me say gold. I think it's still the same thing. Not gold, but 1O. Yeah, it's better. Then the next thing I will now do is to I'll add my I'll add my script. I'll be using a standard JavaScript. So add my script, then give it an attribute of SRS, which is stand for source. Then inside that, I will add the name of my JavaScript file, so which is in index.js. Okay, if you look index.js, if you look close, the folder, the file is inside my project folder. Look at it. Okay, so having done this now, we'll move on. So I will now split this screen into two. I'll split this screen into two. Then open JavaScript in one. Okay, then close it back. Okay, so this is my HTML. Let me shift the screen this side. So this is our JavaScript. Okay, so what I will now do, I've already created, but let me just do it again. So to display this in our screen, what I will have to do, once I know the name of the ID name of the elements, that's all I need. So I'm now say documents dot get element document dot get element by ID. Then I will now open a parameter and then pass in the ID name, which is hash1. Then inside this hash1, I will now put dot inner HTML, and then this one. Okay, I will now copy this. So I will now duplicate it, not copy. I will duplicate it. Okay, let me push it down. Okay, so what I will now do is and I want to also add something. I want this thing to be very, very illustrative. So what I will now do, inside this header now, I will just add another header, sort of a label here. Inside that, I will now give it let me say Blake for BR first. The BR first. Then under it, I will now say hash1. Inside this hash1, I will now give it a value of, let me just label it um let me just use block letter. Let me say type of operator. Okay, operator. Okay, type of operator. Okay, if I refresh now, you to come down here. Then the next one I will do this before this other one. I will now set the effect of the operator as usual. So this is the place. Before this our header one. For this our header one, I'll come and now say use block letter effect of um this thing should be inside our header block. So I will say another header lowercase h1. Then I'll now type it inside. Say effect of effect of operator effect of the operator. So this is the what thing I'll be writing here. So next thing I will now do is I'll change this. This is the ID. Let me change this to ID2 for better illustration. Then I have done this now. This ID2 now is for this one. Why this ID1 is for this one. So I will now set this equal to, and then open our double quotes, and then I will now put in the illustration of what time the operator we are talking about. So we're talking about ternary operator. So its kind of symbol or how it's represented is as follows. That should be condition, then you put question mark, then you say value colon another value, so value 1 and value 2. So let me just do that. Let's say let me use lowercase condition, then you shift give put a question mark. Okay, I think why is this thing not, this thing supposed to be in the background. Okay, I missed n here. This is supposed to be in background. Okay, it's supposed to be a background, and even this one put n here. Okay, so this is what I want. So I will now say background, then you give space and put your question mark, then give space, then say value, say value, say value, let's say value 1, then you now put colon. Always remember to give space, put column, and then put your value 2, say value 2. Okay, so this is exactly what I meant. Okay, you can see this is how it is represented. This ternary operator, this is how it is presented. So let me just give this thing space, a little bit space here, Okay, you can see value 1 and value 2, condition value. So this is exactly how it's this is exactly how to illustrate the what is it called, ternary operator. So let me push this display down so I can write example. I will just write a code on ternary condition, and you see the effects. This thing is mostly used, it's kind of a condition. If this condition is met, the first value, it will give you the first value, but if it's not met, it will give you the next value, which is this value 2. Okay, so let me write a simple code that will kind of make this thing look a little bit sense. How am I going to do that? I think I should be using something like a score, because it will be very much illustrative. I think that would make more sense, because that's the best. I think it is the best way to go about it. I think it will be more better. I think it will be more better for me to do that. Let me see how we do this now. So what I will now do, let me bring this document down. So it will be done. So I will declare my variable from this number 1. So what I will now do, I will just set, let me just say kind of let me say score, let me say variable score, and let me assign it to, let me say value, let me say something like 70. Okay, 70, it makes sense. Or let me use let me say 70. 70 is always a. Okay, so the next thing I will now do is to call another variable that will be sending to our we're adding to our inner HTML. Okay, so I will create another variable. I will call it results, or the, okay, let me say grade. Okay, let me say grade. I think this one will make more sense. Okay, then I will now say grade. Then I will now give space, say equal to, open a brackets. Okay, inside this I will now implement this so I will now implement this condition. So I will now open the bracket now. Inside this bracket I will now say we'll use 70 here. Okay, and we assign it to score. So what I will now do, I will now say score. I will say score, which is our variable. If it's great, okay, let me just put greater than sign here. Say greater than, this is the condition I'm giving to it. Okay, let me say greater and equal to, because it will make more sense if it's greater or equal to 70. Okay, if greater or equal to, this is our score, then greater and equal to 70. Okay, I think this is the best way. Then I'll now give you, so we'll now use this is our condition. So the next we'll use is this question mark. We put it, then give our space again. Then we'll now give the two values that will be used. So I'll open this double quotes. If the person scores 70, give the person A, use block letter A. Then in the next value, put a colon. Then the next value, put it inside the double quotes. Then the next value, anything less than 70, we'll just see it as fail. Okay, let's just say is a fail. Anything below 70 is a fail. Okay, let's just say let me say fail. Let me just say fail. Okay, let me just say fail for better illustration. Let me not just stress it. Okay, now what we'll now do is, since I've gotten this now, what I will now do, let me bring this my document dot get to remember ID. Let me bring it up so it will help us to illustrate this thing much better. So what I will now do is, inside this place now, I will now set it equal to our grade. Okay, let me say equal to grade. Let me set it to grade. Okay, you can see the answer is now giving me A because the person's score is 70. But if we put something like 71, it will still give us A. Because 70 is greater than the given grade in our condition, and then 70 is equal to the given condition in our to the given is equal to our given value of condition in our condition, because we have 70 and the 70 is the A. Okay, so what we now do, if we put something less than 70, now let's say something like 69. Let me say 69. Put 69, it will say fail. Okay, that is what this ternary operator does. First of all, it will check the condition. If the condition is met, okay, the condition is met, it will give you the first value, which is this first value here, value 1. But if in any case the value is not met, it will give you the second value. It will give you this second value, which is fail. Okay, having said that, this is for ternary operators. Okay, so thank you for watching. See you in the next video.